Hello, everyone. If you can't hear me, that is fine. Just listen only. Only listen. But welcome to my YouTube channel, Proverbial Matters. That's PROVERBIALMATTERS. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to hear more motivational messages, revelations that I've been having. This is like a documentary for myself whenever I don't have the availability to write. Because I can't write while I'm walking. Can't do two things at one time. So I write a lot. I do. I write a lot. But you know, I have been in foster care mostly half of my life. And even then, I hated transitions. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about transitions. Moments in your life where you just seem like transitions are never ending. They never end. They really, really don't. You constantly moving from house to house, place to place, pillow to pillow, bedpost to bedpost, pillow to bedpost, wherever you want to call it. It's like a curse. And I am ready to break this freaking curse because I am so tired of transitioning in one home out of the next. I know I agreed to this transition, but now that I am noticing the pattern of this transition, I want to put an end to it. I want to be able to find somewhere where I can call home. I really, really do. And for all of the former foster children out there that don't have any families, that have been traveling and that have been going through so many transitions right now, please receive this message with an open heart and know that you are not alone. You are not alone in any of this. Listen, not even when I was in foster care, prior to me being in foster care, I had made so many transitions in my life. And with that being said, whenever my grandmother, let me back up. So, I was a little baby. I didn't know this until my mom's friend told me that my aunt, my blood aunt, which is my mom's sister, gave me away without my mom's permission to my grandmother at the time. My grandmother was living. That's when the transition started. Because I have no awareness of what was going on, and I did not know where my mom was. I can only imagine how my mom felt at the time, even though that she doesn't have the literacy to comprehend most things. But taking that attachment away from a new mom who just had a baby at that, because I was her firstborn. But taking a baby away from their caregiver, caretaker, whatever. But I can only imagine the trauma that she was going through. Not even that, just postpartum depression, then having to deal with your baby being taken away from you without your permission. I can only imagine what kind of brain function. I mean, I don't want to imagine that because Lord, behold, Jesus, I am out here just trying my best to stay afloat even when I don't have kids. And the fact that I don't have kids is a blessing right now because I'm able to move freely however I want to. But I don't want to be in situations any more than I have to be where I am left without a home. I am left without food to eat. I'm afraid to ask for food. Like, seriously, like, I'm so afraid to ask people for food, even people that I stay with. Even though, people open up their home to you, you're afraid to ask for shit because all of your life you just steadily being put in positions where you have to ask. You have to ask for water. You have to ask for everything. Yes, I want to be honest in saying that I am tired of this. It's just so many transitions. And I know the self-sabotaging behavior is what got me here, but I am here standing here saying that, yes, I want to take full responsibility because I'm tired of this. I really, really am. I'm tired of this. And it really, really does take a strong person to say that they are tired of their own shit. They are tired of their own shit. And I'm so tired of people determining your behavior based on how you choose to be vulnerable. That does not give you the opportunity to take advantage of someone because they are being vulnerable. I hate that about the world. It's the fact that whenever you show your weakest side of yourself, people take advantage of that. That does not mean that I am not in my correct frame of mind to make sound and rational decisions. God, like, how much of an example that God wants to make out of me. I am learning as fast as I can. I am trying to be more accepting of my transformation as possible without going in the opposite direction because it's so easy to choose the opposite way. It is so easy. You don't feel like that people can relate to you because they're in a different phase of their life, whether they have kids or not. And then it's like, well, you have more of an advantage from me. Okay, yes, but hell, I'm fucking depressed. Malnutrition ever since I was a fucking kid. Ever since I was a kid, I can remember where we didn't even have enough food to eat in our house. We did not have enough food to eat in our house. I remember, man, I would be so hungry. And my mom didn't even know. She didn't even know where our next meal would come from. I didn't even know how I even made it through that point in my life where just thank God I wasn't homeless. But shit, being hungry is enough to traumatize you. That really, really is. Whether you're homeless, motherless, fatherless, foodless, any type of necessity that you're missing out on right now is trauma. It's very traumatic. It's traumatic. No amount of trauma has a degree over the other, and no amount of trauma outweighs the other. I just want to be an example for others in how they can turn helpless and hopeless situations into possibilities and just reaching heights in their life where they can hold it. You are able to hold on to it. You really, really are. That bat flying. I don't like bats. I don't like bats. Ugh, they everywhere out here. But I don't like bats. But I just want to be in a point in my life where I am comfortable, where I am safe. I was at a point in my life where I was in that phase, but I was in survival mode doing it. I wasn't enjoying the work I was doing. I was always struggling for money. I was always, it's always like, you need money for rent. You're slacking on the rent. You got to figure out another way to get the money. I'm out there using my car to do DoorDash, Uber Eats, trying to keep afloat. Thank God that I was able to stay afloat in moments where I thought I would lose everything. My car even got repoed at one point. My car got repoed at one point. I did not know who to call to borrow the $600 to get my car out the impound, repound, whatever you want to call it. But I did not have the resources at the time to call someone and ask for the money. Well, it's about to rain. But I am just grateful that God has taken me through this time in my life where I'm able to see where I need to make a change. Most times when change is upon us, we do not like to accept the responsibility that comes with it. Please learn how to accept responsibility and take accountability for your actions. Not everything is to blame on your mom, your dad, your grandmother. Them people probably dead. Them people gone, dead, and they probably have no interest in leading you or serving you or giving you light on towards your path and your purpose now. You just have to honor those that honor you, and that's true. I have my angels around me, and I'm grateful for my angels. I really, really am. Because during times like this, I never went through a time like this where I had to look deep into myself to know that, okay, well, what can we take responsibility for and what can we change that we have control over? For those of you that went through foster care, know that, no, you're not to blame for everything. No, you're not to blame for everything. That does not mean that you got to blame everything on someone else, but you need to be mature enough to have some responsibility for your life. Those people are gone. They can't lend you any money. They can't provide you a place to stay. They can't do nothing for you right now. Nothing. And I know most of this is my ego speaking. My feelings are valid. And learn how to validate your own feelings. Learn how to validate your own experiences. Learn how to validate yourself. Stop looking for external validation. These people out here, they get paid to validate you. They get paid just for that. They get paid just for that. All these therapists, psychiatrists, psychologists, healers, Reiki masters, all of these people, they get paid for telling you what you want to know. Most 80% of these people probably not even out here to do the work of God. So you have no one else to rely on but yourself. Learn how to rely on yourself. Self-reliance will get you a lot in life because it makes you stronger. It builds character when you have to depend on yourself. And I want to talk about that too, because I was shamed for being overly independent. Not knowing the people that called me overly independent, that I was being dealt with something in my life that I only can control. I can't just hand off my life and say, well, here you go, why don't you take care of me? Like, people are so envious of those that don't have children that it really eats them alive to see me doing what I really want to do for myself, which I have the freedom to do as I please. Don't let no one make you feel ashamed for being yourself or being by yourself. There's nothing wrong with being alone. There's nothing wrong with solitude. And people that do have children, they don't have any type of parental support from the other parent. They don't tell you that truth about having children. Especially women that are single mothers right now. They don't tell you the truth about single motherhood. I want those without any parental support or any familiar support to tell those without children right now, how does it look on the other side? Be honest about that. Why don't you? Be honest about that. Seriously, like everything that I'm talking about, it has been in my unconscious memory. Yes, it has been in my unconscious memory. It was a lot of stuff that I needed to say. And I'm grateful that I'm able to talk about it without fear of saying anything that I want to talk about. Because it needs to be said. So, follow me on my next story. I enjoyed having this conversation. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more videos like this. Like, share, and comment. Whether good or bad, I accept all comments. Thank you.